to fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This piece is predominantly about a Tommy Robinson supporter at a march that was in London very recently, where there were tens of thousands of protesters demanding the release of Tommy Robinson. This Tommy Robinson supporter cries and wails uncontrollably. And this piece is from the Independent newspaper. Tommy Robinson supporter cries and wails uncontrollably as he is handcuffed by police at a far-right rally. Now, as I've said, this report is from the Independent newspaper, and I will leave it up to you to decide whether they live up to their name. But this is just one example of the UK PC police crushing free speech. As far as I'm concerned, it's reminiscent of those images you used to see on TV a few years ago coming out of South American countries. But this is England. This is Great Britain. There were tens of thousands of ordinary people there, but the mainstream media choose to describe them as right-wing activists because they are demanding the release of Tommy Robinson. They're also demanding free speech, and they're being arrested because of that. People are rising up because they can't say that they don't like what's happening in their own country. They're muzzled. Their Facebook pages are monitored by the police in the UK. Their internet providers are recording their activities in the UK. This is like Stasi, the East German police. This is like East Germany. How can this happen? Here's the piece. Links on my site. I will read you this piece, and then I'll play you a short audio. Tommy Robinson supporter was filmed wailing uncontrollably as he was handcuffed by police moments after holding a banner reading F Islam. Why, the man is heard screaming as officers hold him by the arms near the protest in central London on Saturday. Actually, I'm going to interject there. He wasn't held by the arms. He was actually handcuffed behind his back, and he was clearly in pain. The footage was recorded by another Robinson supporter, was live streaming a demonstration against the English Defence League founders' jail term for contempt of court. Well, I'm going to interject again. He's no longer connected to the English Defence League. He's a independent journalist. Do you see how they distort this? Earlier in the clip, the man is seen at a Whitehall protest holding a banner reading Free Speech, Free Tommy, F Islam. Later he is seen running away from officers after an apparent incident off camera. Watch the full screen. He is caught up and handcuffed and can be heard crying out as the man with the camera catches up. My arm is hurting. Why am I being abused? I've done nothing wrong, he asks. Phil, help me, mate, he shouts to the cameraman. I wish I could, but I'm filming it, Phil replies. The handcuffed man continues to cry out, even as the police officer handcuffing him lets go and shrugs. Well, that isn't what happens. The man, whose identity is not known, is not thought to have been arrested. It is not clear why he was pursued and handcuffed, but one of the officers can be heard speaking to him about the Islamophobic banner and asking him for details. That was not my flag. I didn't turn up with that, he replies. Someone stood in front of me and I put my hand on it. The Metropolitan Police said it could not confirm any details about the incident. So there you have it. There's a classic example of the police more concerned about a sign, in other words, free speech, crushing free speech in the UK, than protecting people on the street. What the heck has happened to Britain? Now I'm going to play you the audio, but there will be links on my site. and you can follow it up yourself.
Ah, my arms!
Come on, guys. No need for that. No need for that.
Look at my arms! My arms! No, I want to know why I'm being detained! I want to know why I'm being detained! I want to know why I'm being detained! Well, you're talking, you've got your breath, why am I being detained? My arms are in! Why am I being abused? Why am I being abused? Why am I being abused?
That's what I said.
What? No, no! I was asking for no advice, I did nothing! I did nothing! Look what they're doing to my arm! I'm standing up! I did nothing! I did nothing! They won't tell me what not!
Yeah, you can record.
I did nothing! Phil, help me, mate!
I wish I could, friend. I wish I could. I'm filming it. This is all going live out. This is going out live.
Why?
But this is what Britain has become. This is what Canada will become. This is what the West will become if we don't strike down these politicians. They must be removed from office. We have a constitutional right to free speech in Britain and in Canada and in other Western countries. We should take a leaf out of Austria and throw the bums out. Take a leaf out of Italy. Throw the bums out. And it should be a warning to those who want to take our free speech away that they will be prosecuted for breaking our constitution. Your thoughts? You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio. And please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.